Hey guys, welcome to my computer screen. As you can see, I'm currently on Etsy. These past few days, I was thinking about, what was popular during this past Christmas holiday season. And I remember seeing these mugs that you see on the screen over here, these 3D type of mugs with, things coming out of a wall, smashing out of the wall, sort of like what we've got with this football down here. And you've got Tinkerbell over here coming out of like a piece of paper that has just exploded. And I thought to myself, given the fact that, we're getting closer to the summer season and, it's a time where people are enjoying themselves out in nature, barbecuing and whatnot, I thought to myself, I wonder if there are any mug designs similar to this pertaining to things like barbecue or the summer season. So I opened up a tab and typed in 3D barbecue mug wrap. And as you can see here, there really isn't that much. Now, for better or for worse, I thought to myself, well, I wonder if I had to create something that could actually fill in a void for this particular keyword. And again, what I'm about to show you can actually be utilized for any niche, for any holiday that's out there. All it takes is a little bit of creativity and a little bit of patience to sit down in front of, an AI image generator like Midjourney, for example, which is what I'm going to be using in today's video, and churn out a number of designs that you can actually lay out onto a mug. Now we got this one over here, which is a grill father. This one is barbecue life, but it isn't three-dimensional, so that really doesn't fit the bill. This one is Let's Get Toasted, which is obviously Christmas related. Then there's this one here, which we've got a pig and a farm, so it could pertain a little bit to barbecue, but I think it's more, I think it was created more for a farm theme in mind too as well. So there really wasn't that much in terms of these kinds of things. I mean, we've got Father's Day over here. You can use the word dad in here too as well. Father's Day is in June if you wanted to think about doing something like that. We've got a book library here. We've got a chef over here. So that could potentially be something related to cooking, barbecue, if you really want to take it. But as you can see here, 3D chef hole in a wall mug wrap. And it really isn't that difficult to create. So I already went ahead and created some things. I went through some steps and I'm going to share the prompts with you. I'm actually going to have the prompts available via a clickable link in the description box so that you don't have to go through all of the time that I did in terms of churning up the prompts in order to get whatever kind of results that you're hoping for. All you have to do is just change out barbecue and then replace them with whatever it is that you want to create. So let's head on over to Midjourney here. And basically, very, very quickly, what I did was I typed in 3D, two barbecue-themed characters, a barbecue spatula and barbecue tongs, in line, each peeking out from a hole in the wall, white background, vivid colors, and this is also very important, --AR 9:4, so that you would get out a nice stretched out image. I really wasn't feeling these particular images, although maybe the first one could potentially be utilized, but they all predominantly look like popsicles holding a fork and a knife, which isn't really what I was looking for. And again, with this kind of, design with AI image generators, you're going to have a lot of trial and error, a lot of hits and misses. Then I tried another one, 3D, two smiling men in their mid-20s dressed with a barbecue apron in line, each peeking out from a hole in the wall, brick wall, etc., etc. I'm not going to read through all of it. They weren't that bad, but as you can see here, this one, they were in front of the wall. These guys look like they were in front of an arched window. So again, it was another miss. This one over here, 3D, a hand gripping a barbecue spatula and barbecue tongs, peeking out from a hole in the wall. In this particular case, we had, some weird looking spatulas here, and the hand was outside in front of the wall. So again, another miss. You might be saying, well, Brian, why are you wasting my time with these particular videos if they're all misses? Well, hang in there. It does get better. And again, I remind you, you have to try a number of variations and you have to re-roll some of these prompts in order to get what it is that you're looking for. Now we're starting to get somewhere here. This was a 3D barbecue chef because obviously I was thinking about that one that we saw on Etsy. This one wasn't that bad. This one was more on the side view, so that really didn't work. These two, I thought were more pizza related. So if you wanted to create something pertaining to the pizza niche, or rather the pizza niche, this could be a prompt that you might want to consider using. So then I thought I would switch gears and, key in some barbecue related animals that we associate with barbecue, cows, chickens, and pigs here. This one, Midjourney really went off on left field. I actually typed in a pig, a cow, and a chicken in a line. This one wasn't that bad. We got a pig that looks like a chicken too as well. So again, not right on. But, we continued. I'd rather continue persisting. As you can see here, I changed my keywords a lot because, as I was going through it, I thought, oh, what about this or what about that? And that's the beauty about using these AI image generators. No one's going to be complaining if you change up your keywords or whatnot. You can try as many variations until you actually get something that you like. And this was the first one that I was actually quite happy with. This is the top one over here, top left-hand corner. The other three, this one wasn't that bad, but it was a little bit too busy for my liking. And this was the prompt that I keyed in. 3D, barbecue grill, hole in a wall, white background, vivid colors, AR 9:4. So that was already one that I was, quite happy with. Then I went back to the farm animals, and this is where it gets a little bit better. So this time, instead of using a cow, a pig, and a chicken, I got rid of the chicken and tried a cow and a pig. And I was actually quite happy with the bottom left-hand one. The bottom right one, number 4, wasn't that bad either. But I really liked the fact that, the cow and the pig had their, their hooves basically draped over the outside of the wall. So that was definitely one that I was going to utilize. So here is the upscaled version of the cow and the pig. So that was definitely something I was going to put together. This is the one with the 3 pigs over here too as well. So I definitely downloaded that too as well. Okay, so we continue scrolling around here, and then this is where it starts to really get interesting. Here I typed in 3D, a flame-grilled ribeye steak viewed through a hole in the brick wall, in the style of masonry construction, vibrant barbecue colors, 3D, airbrush, AD, relief sculpture, and then obviously aspect ratio of 9:4. And I really got some really nice images over here. I was actually quite impressed with number 3, which is the bottom left-hand side image. So that was definitely something that I was going to utilize. We got the upscaled version, and then we moved on. And again, I tried different things. This one actually was a charcoal type wall as opposed to a brick wall. Wasn't that bad either for that really dark black and flame grilled type mug too as well. So that could have been something potential. But I continued moving on, and I tried to do different things instead of a brick wall. And I thought to myself, what could I use that's barbecue related? And some of the things that came to mind was a barrel smoker, so viewed through a hole in the side of a barrel smoker. This wasn't that bad too as well, but I didn't know how it was going to transpose onto a mug, so I moved on. I tried viewed through a hole in the side of a wooden smokehouse wall. This wasn't that bad too as well. I mean, this one over here, the top part, this dry aged steak could have been, really good too as well. So again, there was potential, and I bet if I had regenerated a few more times, I probably would have gotten something even better. But I moved on. Then I tried to do some animation style, 3D animation. Then I thought to myself, well, barbecues are normally held in a backyard, and what normally surrounds a backyard? A wooden fence. So why not try a hole in a wooden fence? And we started getting something a lot better. I was actually quite happy with this. So this one pertained to a family scene, having a Sunday barbecue in the afternoon. And this could actually be, a real nice image to put on both sides of a coffee mug. And I'll show you how to do that momentarily. So that was something worth considering. I moved on, and then I thought to myself, well, what if it was a beach barbecue during sunset? And I got these images from Midjourney, and I really liked number 2 over here, the way that the sun was just peeking through the edges of the hole in the wooden fence. This one, number 3, looked pretty good too as well. It was more of a circular type, really gave a nice image to, the whole concept of barbecue on the beach. So I upscaled those two. We moved on. This time I typed in a barbecue scene of 3 guys grilling steaks in a quiet corner of a park. And these were the images that Midjourney came back to me with. So as you can see here, there's a lot of potential, and it really isn't that hard. Once you actually start establishing the proper keywords to use, Midjourney, or again, indeed, any AI image generating program will actually start giving you the images that you're hoping for. And then basically the world's your oyster in terms of coming up with a number of images for you to obviously create. So let's just scroll down through here. You can see I generated a lot of images. This was actually pretty cool too. A smiling pitmaster guy looking back through a hole in the fence. And I was actually quite happy with number 4 over here. I don't know, there's just something about this image that really caught my attention. There's a lot of dead space on the left-hand side that I could actually, superimpose some kind of text, something witty, something cheeky that would really appeal to somebody who loves barbecuing. So there's that too as well. Again, you always want to make sure that you're thinking of what potential lies in every image that you are generating, because sometimes you might think that it doesn't work and then you come back to it later on and inspiration hits you and you actually come up with a masterpiece. So this was the upscaled version of the barbecue scene. This was the upscaled version of the guy obviously peeking through the fence here. Then obviously I tried other variations. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of variations. As you can see here, I did a lot of upscaling too as well. Okay, there was the upscale of the sunset. Let's just move down. Then I thought to myself, what if it was, a steel meshed fence? This one wasn't that bad over here. So was number 3 down over here. Wasn't too happy with number 4. Looked like the guy was in prison. So obviously that didn't work. Number 1, there was potentials, like somebody's peeking over the top side of the fence. And I'm taking back to, the old Tim Allen sitcom. What was it called? Home Improvement, with his neighbor next door. You never saw his face. Forgot his name. If you remember his name, key it in the comment section down below. It was one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. Maybe I'm dating myself, but with the white hairs on the side here, I'm no spring chicken. But we just continue plugging through, and we come through with a number of images over here. Anyways, and then I tried something a little bit more minimalistic too as well. A 3D kettle grill with some smoke coming out, peeking from a hole in a wall. This one was actually quite cool. Number 3, it was a red kettle. So given the fact that I had a lot of dead space to the left, again, room for text if I wanted to. Number 4 wasn't that bad. 1 and 2, I just wasn't happy with. Okay. Then I tried for something a little bit more destructive, more chaotic. But this one, number 2, 3, and 4 really didn't work. I was actually quite impressed with number 1. I thought it looked really cool. That blue splatter paint, the kettle grill coming out through the hole over here. Had potential. I wasn't too happy with the fact that there was, this flame charcoal at the bottom, but it could have been, flames from the rocks underneath. But then I could always just increase the size of the image to get rid of that portion of the image. I was persistent and tried to go back to the guy holding, a pair of barbecue tongs. Again, it just wasn't happening. Midjourney wasn't understanding what I wanted, so I just basically, gave up on that one. This was the upscaled version. Moving on. Then I thought, let's go back to the animals. This was the last thing that I did, and I actually said a cow wearing sunglasses peeking out from a hole in the wall. I upscaled this one, went back to the kettle, grill. There were a couple potentials, but at the end of the day, as you can see, I did a lot of upscaling here in order to try different things. Okay, so now it's time to upscale and take those images into Canva. I've already upscaled them. If you don't know of a good free upscaler platform, I would like to suggest Pixelcut. I'm not affiliated with them. It's quite easy to use. All you do is upload your image, and obviously it upscales it for you, and then you can just simply download it. You'll have the download button appear on the top left. Let's just go through it quickly. You're going to hit upload the image. Let's bring this one pertaining to the pigs. I'm just going to click and drag it onto the image here. As you can see, it's uploading it. Over here, it's at 2x, okay? For a coffee mug, 2x is fine. If you want to go for a t-shirt or something bigger, find an upscaler that's 4x or more. But as you can see here, it shows you what the image is going to look like after and before the upscaling. Once you're happy with it, just above me here, you click on download and it downloads the image for you and you are good to go. Okay, so here we are on the homepage of Canva, but you can use your favorite image editing program to obviously create the same thing that I'm going to be showing you on the screen here. What's important is that the dimensions of the canvas that you open, as you can see above me here, is 2700 pixels by 1624, 1624 pixels. And obviously when you have those keyed in, you're going to click on Create New Design. I've already done that. And basically here are the designs I've uploaded onto Canva in order to show you how easy it is to go about doing it. So basically this is, obviously you can see here, this is the one with the stake coming out through the brick wall. all I did was I dragged the image onto Canva. This is the canvas size over here. And what I did was I right clicked on it and I chose set image as background, and basically you're good to go. You're happy with that. If you do want to increase the size of the image for one reason or another, just double click on it. You go into the edit photo, grab the handles, and you can basically increase or decrease accordingly to your heart's content. Once you're happy with it, just hit enter. Your instructions are committed and you're good to go. Now, the next one, you may have noticed that while I was generating some of the images, I didn't always include --9:4. And the reason for that is that I wanted those images to come out, in a square format. And there was a reason for that. Because of the fact that it was a whitish type background, I wanted to place the image on either side and have a little bit of space in between, or maybe actually even having them close together without stretching it all across. This is what I mean over here. So basically, all I did was I uploaded the image and then duplicated. So we're just going to delete that. And to duplicate, all you need to do is hit Control D on the keyboard. It duplicates it and you're good to go. Now, what you could do is you could actually place the images. And as you can see, they're both centered over here, okay? And you can actually download that and you're good to go. Another thing that you can do too as well is that if you want to have more of a wraparound, okay? All you need to do is just grab your images and place them side by side up at the top corner. Now you might be saying to yourself, Brian, you've got all of this space over here. Yeah, don't worry about it. So after you put them next to each other, you're gonna click share and you're going to download it. After you download it, you're going to create another canvas, another blank canvas, simply by pressing the plus symbol down over here, clicking on that plus button, and you'll get another canvas size, the same dimensions. And basically, let me just show you over here. So what I did was, after I downloaded the two images above, I dragged it back onto the canvas over here, okay? And as you can see here, it's a lot larger than the canvas size, but don't worry about it. In Canva, all you need to do is grab the handles and drag them. If it's too big, just decrease it, grab that handle, bring it up to the top over here. And now all you have to do is just center it, and you can see Canva shows you that you're centered. Let's zoom right back in. Okay, and you basically have it stretched out. It's not going to reach the top or the bottom, but that's okay. Certain images work well in that manner, and that's actually okay. You get a nice white top and bottom border. If you wanted it to obviously take the whole entire screen, all you need to do is just right click on it, choose set image as background, and you're good to go. But in this particular case, it wouldn't really work that well because understandably the image is going off, it's bleeding off the mug. So we don't want that. So let's hit Control Z to go back. The next one that I did here pertained to the Sunset Beach barbecue. Okay, and again, I did the same thing over there. I just brought it back in. But what you need to make sure that sometimes certain images, you have to make sure that you're properly aligned, because if I zoom in, you can see that there's a little bit, let me just click on it, there's a fine white line there. When you download it and then re-upload it, that's going to come through. But then, there's a workaround that. All you need to do is click on it, and you're going to use your left cursor button just to move 1 pixel. That's all it takes. 1 pixel to the left, okay? You're going to zoom back out. You're going to hit share. You're going to download it. Obviously, clicking on download. Make sure that you're only downloading that particular page. Start a new page. Bring it back in. So we're going to click on that. And then you can just basically expand it to fit the image. Now, doesn't that look really, really cool? I mean, I absolutely fell in love with this particular image. Okay, so after you actually create your designs and upload them to your respective print-on-demand platform, you want to take the opportunity to create some mock-ups that you can share on social media. One of my favorite places to create mock-ups with a little bit of video animation is Placeit. Now, if you don't know much about Placeit, I'm going to leave a link to a playlist I created on my channel pertaining to Placeit. It shows you how to go about using it. I want to invite you to go and take a look at those videos after you finish watching this particular video. It'll show you how to go about doing it more in depth than I could share in this particular video because I don't want this video to be very long. But suffice it to say, I created 3 social media promo type videos, which didn't take me long to create on Placeit. They're very short duration type videos, but they're very, very effective. Let me show you the first one over here. It even comes down with music. Okay, so that was the Sunset Beach. All right, that way you're actually showing the quality of the mug and the design to your respective clientele. Here's the second one. Okay, this was the cow and the pig here. what's grilling? Barbecue season is here. So you want to come up with some funny captions to capture the attention of your potential customers. And the last one, flame on. Okay, with the ribeye coming out through the brick wall. And I changed the color of the mug to black. So as you can see here, there's a lot of potential with this particular design style. And it really doesn't take that long to do once you actually get the right prompts. So as I stated earlier in this particular video, I'm going to leave a clickable link to a document that's going to contain the prompts that I used in this video. You're welcome to request access to it. I may not reply straight away because understandably it depends on the time zones that we live in. But don't worry, if I do receive your request, I will grant you access to it. You can go ahead and copy those particular prompts. If you don't want to wait, you can pause the video where I discuss them or show them to you on Midjourney, copy them out for yourself and give it a try and create some amazing designs, not only for barbecue, but there's a lot of niches, there's a lot of holidays during the forthcoming months between now and basically the end of the business calendar year. Be creative, create some amazing designs, and get them up in your respective print-on-demand marketplaces so that you can garnish more sales, not only in the here and now, but throughout the remainder of this year and thereafter. So I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, smash that like button, click on the subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed. Help me to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. I know that with your help, I can do so. And now I want to invite you to click on the thumbnail that has just appeared on the screen right now pertaining to Place It, bent on helping you to take your print-on-demand business to the next level. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you there.